Hello everybody, Stephen Howson. I nearly said Full-Time Devils, that's force of habit. I am in the Full-Time Devils office. It is 2:15. Just finishing up all the fan cams, so go check all those out. Some pretty good ones, quite a lot of new people on them as well, so go check them out and see what you reckon for tonight's fan cams. Also, the Jose Mourinho presser is there, and that's quite interesting, so make sure you go and check that out. We won 4-1, and we didn't get out of second gear, did we? Roy Van Persie scored, and I think probably got the biggest cheer of the night, I think. Probably on par with Pogba's. Everyone was pretty happy when Pogba scored that goal. Jesse Lingard was an absolute scream, wasn't it? I think when you go 2-0 up because of penalties, I think you're sort of a little bit blasé about it, aren't you? Because it almost feels like you don't deserve it a little bit, doesn't it? Or you're almost thinking that opposition fans are going to be like, you scored 2 penalties, who gives a fuck? And I suppose there was a little bit of an element of that. Fenerbahce made it really difficult for us in the first 20-25 minutes or so. And it took really imaginative through balls through in for the likes of Mata to get brought down, to really open them up. And when they brought him down, there was cast iron penalties, wasn't there? Let's face it, there was no contention there. But it was those sort of balls that started to become dangerous. Prior to that, it had 0-0 at half-time written all over it, didn't it? Obviously, it didn't go in 0-0 at half-time. We went in 3-0 at half-time, which is refreshing. But by then, as always happens, the game's absolutely killed off, isn't it? And I haven't even got a lot to say about it, in all honesty. Like, we got the job done tonight. Happy days. We had a bit of a sing-song. Van Persie came and scored. Pogba got a nice goal. Lingard got a nice goal. They both fucking dabbed. And all that matters now is Sunday, doesn't it? We need to get 3 points at the Bridge on Sunday. It was good to see Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Good to see Memphis. Memphis looks terrified. He looks desperate, and I think a start tonight would have done him a lot better than coming off the bench. A start and Mata went through one-on-one with the keeper, didn't he? And it was saved. But it was a hell of a through ball, and I wanted Mata to put that away just for Memphis to get an assist and feel like he's actually achieving something. I still think Memphis has got a big part to play and a big future at Manchester United. He just needs games. You can't see what he's going to do after 20-25 minutes. It's not enough. Fosu-Mensah came on and looked immense, didn't he? He was everything that we thought he would be. He's everything that we think he's going to be. And a new deal, 4 years, playing him in midfield. It looks like Jose Mourinho's getting to see what he could be as well. And we've got more like that in the academy waiting to come through. Plenty more like that in the academy waiting to come through. A little bit surprised that Romero didn't get a shout tonight. Damian did okay. Luke Shaw looked like he was getting back to himself. But we've got to remember, Luke Shaw's not overcoming the injuries just had. He's overcoming the whole year of injuries, really. So good to see him get some minutes. Bay again, absolutely mint. Is he in for an early shout? Do you reckon, producer Chris? Early shout for player of the season? Bay? I think early shout. No one's been better than him all season, have they? As consistent.
For United?
Well, obviously, yeah. We don't care about anyone else, do we? Yeah. I think Bay's in for an early shout. If he was casting the vote in tonight, I think he's probably getting it, isn't he? Nice to see Michael Carrick back. Definitely brings a calming influence into the team. Was a little bit worried in the first half. You've got Mata, you've got Rooney, you've got Carrick. That's a lot of slow players around the centre of the team, and you're thinking, how are we going to play fast football with those in the team? Even when he's sprinting, Mata just doesn't look like he's going anywhere, does he? But like I said, you can't get excited about it. You can't get excited about the competition. Can't get excited about the opposition. It's just a shit competition, isn't it? But we've won 4-1. It's better than losing. I suppose it's better than 0-0. Saw a few decent goals. That's it. Can't get giddy. On to Sunday where we fucking can get giddy. And if we do pick up 3 points on the road at Stamford Bridge, and we've took 4 points from Anfield and Stamford Bridge on the road, then people need to start standing up and taking notice, and probably owe Jose Mourinho and Manchester United a couple of apologies. Will we get them? Will we? Fuck. People are too busy licking the nuts of Klopp and Pep Guardiola at the moment, aren't they? Even though that both of them aren't exactly on winning records as it stands. So we've got to get it done Sunday though, otherwise it's all talk and bullshit, and hopefully Saints can do us a number on City, because then Pep Guardiola comes to Old Trafford on Wednesday in a nothing competition, needing a victory, and that pressure might make it too difficult for City, but we shall see. And this I've been thinking about as well. City's remaining group games in the Champions League, they've got Celtic coming to the Etihad, which means that they're going to properly park the bus, which City are going to struggle with, I think. I can see Celtic getting a point there. They've got Barcelona coming, and I think that goes in a similar fashion to the way it went yesterday for them. And then they've got to go to Mönchengladbach, who would be vying with them for the second place, I think, at that time. That's not going to be an easy game for them. So if they don't pick up wins at Mönchengladbach and they don't beat Barcelona and Celtic come and get a point off them, you might find City are in the Europa League with Manchester United, and I think you would definitely start to see hot balls from UEFA, or cold balls from UEFA, or whatever the fuck it is to rig the draw that they do, allegedly. Because that would be the fucking tie of the century in the Europa League, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ. United versus City in the Europa League. I think it'd almost be funny. Let's see it happen. Anyway, that'll do for me for tonight. Just a real little quick one. Snapchat Q&A is open, so start sending your Snapchats. I'll sort them out in the morning. And I want to talk to you about gaming as well. I'm thinking of splitting this channel into a gaming channel separately as well, because I think the content that I do that's just football does better hits than the gaming stuff, but I still want to do the gaming stuff, so I think a dedicated channel just for the gaming and everything that's football just on this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. See you in a bit.